Good afternoon, dear students. Well, very good afternoon, each and everyone. Now, today we are going to read out one beautiful story, from your reader book, Idga. Okay, that is otherwise known as you can call it also, say it also like festival of Eid. Okay, written by Munshi Premchand, and this has been translated by Kushwan Singh. Clear? So this the text I am showing you. Okay, the complete text. This is the textbook. Whatever you have in your textbook that I am showing you. Okay. So few of the lessons that we are going to skip, 30% syllabus it has been reduced, as you all know that okay. So whatever reduced we are not teaching you. Whatever there in your syllabus, that is given, and in every exam you are given the syllabus also and blueprint. So it is in your course Idga. This is from supplementary reader. Before that one lesson it was there, so we have skipped it. So written by Munshi Premchand, translator Kushwan Singh. Clear? So you just I must recommend all of you that anyone whosoever gets time, you read out one story. It is there written by Kushwan Singh, The Kite. There is one story, The Kite, written by Kushwan Singh. If you have the text or if it is available in any bookstore, then you just purchase it. Clear? So let me tell you what is all about the story. Of full 30 days after Ramzan comes Eid. How wonderful and beautiful is the morning of Eid. The trees look greener, the field more festive, the sky has a lovely pink blue. Look at the sun, it comes up brighter and more dazzling than before to wish the world a very happy Eid. Now as we have Christmas celebration, we have Diwali. Like that, for Muslim people, Ramzan or the Eid, that is the most important festival for them. Okay. And there is one central character named Hamid. Hamid is the central character, a child who has lost her parents, who has lost his parents few years before, and living with his grandmother. Now, if you read out the story at home, really tears will get down from your eyes. If you are seriously reading the story, then tears will come out. Tears will get down from your eyes, it will roll down. So this is the time of Ramzan Eid celebration, and there is a festival going on in the village. And Hamid, H-A-M-I-D, okay, Hamid is the central character. He is a child, a very small child, might be 10 to 12 years, okay, living with his grandmother. He has lost his parents. So everywhere people are, the trees, it look greener, the sky is very brighter, and the Eid festival it is going on in the village, and a lot of people, are ready to go to the fair with a lot of excitement, So a lot of excitement you will see in the village people. Clear? Because I am going faster, so you try to understand, and question answer I will not share with you. Okay, so the story I am telling you, you have to understand it, and whatever questions come, that you have to write it. So everyone in the village, they are ready to wake up only to go to the Idgah mosque. One finds a button missing from his shirt and is hurrying to his neighbor's house, for thread and needle, So village, have you seen the village children, whenever there is any festival or any fair going on, then you see those who are able to afford, costly shirts and pant, they can buy the new one. Otherwise, the children who are having some plight or sorrow, or some financial problem at home. Then what they do? They have to manage with their old shorts and pant. Okay, so one of the child, what he is doing? Somebody is finding his button, but it is missing from the shirt, and he is hurrying to his neighbor house, for thread and needle to stitch it. Have you seen that condition? But at present, what is happening with you? So when your old one is gone, then father will buy the new one for you. Is it happening or not? Before it gets old, the father will replace it with a new one. Because we are all financially sound, but you think about the village people who are solely depending on farming and other works. Not all the people are service holder. Did you understand? So one of the child is trying to find out the button which is missing from the shirt, and he is hurrying to his neighbor's house for thread and needle. Another one finds the leather of his shoes has become very hard, and he is running to the oil press for oil to grease it. They are dumping fodder before their auction, because by the time they get back from the Idgah, it may be late afternoon. So all are actually hurrying because they are running short of time, because the festival will be over very soon. So all are ready to go in the afternoon. It is a good 3 miles from the village. Where is the festival going on? 3 miles away from the village, and I am just trying to make you remind about the central character Hamid and few of his friends' name that will come to read out also in the process of reading story also. Okay, so it is a good 3 miles away from the village. The festival is going on. There will also be hundred of people to greet and chat with. They will certainly not be finished before midday. So lot of people are going to crowd over there. The boys are more excited than the other. Some of them kept only one fast, and that only till noon. Some of the people who are fasting also. Some didn't even do that, but no one can deny them the joy of going to the Idgah. Fasting is for the grown up and the aged people. So aged people and fasting, grown up people, they are doing fasting actually, and this is not for the young children and small one. For the boys, it is the only day of Eid they have been talking about all the time. At long last, the day has come, and now they are impatient with people for not hurrying up, And small children cannot go alone, because they have to be accompanied by some aged people. Have you ever gone to, when you were a small child, and the festival is going on, so have you gone yourself alone to the festival, or you might have been accompanied by your parents also? So parents can accompany you. So they are waiting for the parents, and the children are getting more impatient because parents are delaying. Okay, they are getting ready, and children are so excited to go to the fair, because once in a year, the festival comes. So all the people, normally we are excited, When I was a child and living in my village, okay. For city people, festival, all sorts of, joys and excitement, whatever you see here, you won't find in them. Those who are living in metropolitan cities like Kolkata, Mumbai, Delhi, Kanpur, okay. Kanpur, it's a big city also, you can say also. Okay, so Bani Trivedi might be thinking that I don't care about all these festivals. Okay, so for Bani Trivedi, festivals, it doesn't matter for them also. Okay, because people, though you are living in city, it doesn't matter. Okay, for Upperwise students, I can say any festival goes on, then it's a matter of excitement for them. Okay, lot of excitement, happiness, it comes to them, whenever there is some festival goes on. So of course for village children, it is natural. They have no concern with the things that they have to be done. They are not bothered whether or not there is enough milk and sugar for the vermicelli pudding, All they want is to eat the pudding, They have no idea where Abbajan is out of breath running to the house of Chaudhry Karim Ali, They don't know that if the Chaudhry were to change his mind, he would turn the festive day of Eid into a day of mourning. Their pockets bulge with coins like the stomach of the pot-bellied Kubera, the Hindu god of wealth, Pot-bellied Kuber, Kuber, the god of the Hindu god of wealth, Okay. So the people's pockets now bulging with coins like the stomach of the pot-bellied Kuber, because all are collecting some money, so that they can buy up things over there, Once they go to Idgah, okay, the place where it is going on, okay, so there they can buy a lot of things, and especially small children, they are very much excited, So it happens that normally you might have seen also how, say, in our piggy bank also, if we have collected any money, we have stored any money, so during that festive occasion we try to bring it out and we try to jingle it, and we try to show up the people also, other children also, see you this much money I have, I have to buy so and so and so. Okay, so it happens. So they are forever taking the treasure out of their pockets, counting and recounting it before putting it back. Mahmud counts 1, 2, 10, 12. He has 12 paise, Mohsin, these are all friends of Hamid, Mahmud, I am telling you, Mahmud. Hamid is the central character. Another character that you can notice here, now we will go on reading out the character's name also here. Mahmud, then Mohsin, okay, then will be introduced with the central character Hamid. Clear? So Mahmud, that child is counting 1, 2, 10, okay, only the coin they are counting, okay. Now see, we have a lot of money in our bank account also, but before previously the scene was different, okay. If you get 10 rupees also, then this is much more, I used to take only 50 paise while going to any fair. My parents used to give me 50 paise or 25 paise, okay. That had actually so demand, that time, that 25 paise or 50 paise also had demand, okay. Now 500 rupees also, it doesn't say one chocolate, it costs 100 rupees now, more than 100 also. One ice cream cost, it can be right now more than 150 also. But that time, see, 1 rupee if you are taking, then 10 to minimum 7 to 8 samosa you will get before, okay. So 50 paise I used to take, so 25 paise I used to spend on eating purpose, and remaining 25 paise I used to buy things, So it was happening. So Mahmud counts 1, 2, 10, 12, he has 12 paise. Mohsin has 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 15 paise, Out of this countless, horde, they will buy countless things, like toys, sweets, paper pipes, rubber ball, and much else. So children are more excited with their money, they're jingling, and they are planning to buy a lot of things, in that money, with the help of that money. The happiest of the boys is Hamid. Now you came to know about the central character in the story. I will ask you in examination. The central character is Hamid, Mahmud and Mohsin, already two characters we have identified, and Hamid is the central character here. He is the only poorly dressed, thin and famous looking. Now Hamid is not so much healthy also, very reedy, very thin, looking dull, has not worn, any good dresses also while going to the fair, because he is very, very poor, and he is only 4 paise. Hamid is having only 4 paise, and that child is poorly dressed actually. His father died last year of cholera, then his mother wasted away, and without anyone finding out what had ailed her, she also died, After the death of the father, the mother also died, and Hamid was left alone with the grandmother. The child was left like orphan, And you see, now Hamid sleeps in grandma Amina's lap. The grandmother name you can see here, Amina. Okay. Now the child is brought up in the lap of Amina and is as happy as a lark, you know. And he is the very happiest child, you know. She tells him that his father has gone to earn money and will return with sack loads of silver, you know. The child is reminded by the grandmother, you see that father has gone dead, you know, but Hamid is still convinced by the grandmother that, you know, your father will come one day. But actually Hamid's father has gone, you know, dead. Hamid's father, you know, has died already. He had died already. But the grandmother consoles the child that, you know, one day your father will come with a lot of money, you know, sack of money, sack loads of silver, you know. And that his mother has gone to Allah to get lovely gifts for him. Allah, the supreme God, you know, for these people, you know. So grandmother says your mother has gone to Allah to get lovely gifts for you. This makes Hamid very, very happy, you know. And it is great to live on hope. For a child there is nothing like hope. A child's imagination can turn a mustard seed into a mountain. See, if we make a child hopeless, then what will happen? Because all the children I am telling you, their life is, you know, full of fantasy, full of imagination, you know, a lot of hope. So we try to encourage them, we should try to encourage them rather to demoralize them. And the grandmother does. And Hamid, that is why very, very happy. Hamid is still optimistic that, you know, one day my father and mother will come, though mother and father both have gone dead actually. But still Hamid reminds that, you know, about grandmother words, keep my father and mother, both of them one day will come and with a lot of money, you know, and I will be so happy and I will show lot of gifts also, my mother, beautiful gifts she will bring for me and I can show it to my friends. A child's imagination can turn a mustard seed into a mountain. You see the mustard seed, how much tiny it is in size, you know, mustard seed, you know. If you are encouraging a child, then the mustard seed, you know, it can turn into a mountain also. It can become bigger, you know, and the child will be very, very happy, you know. And if you discourage the child, then the child will simply go down, you know. Okay. Hamid has no shoes on his feet. The cap on his head is soiled and tattered, very dirty. Its gold thread has turned black. Nevertheless, you know, Hamid is happy, you know. Nothing is there with Hamid, you know. Hamid, but still the child is very, very happy. He knows that when his father comes back with sack, you know, full of silver, and his mother with gifts from Allah, he will be able to fulfill all his heart's desire, you know. Then he will have more than Mahmud, Mohsin, Nuri and Sami. These are all characters, dear children, you please remind, in examination you will be asked. Clear? Mahmud, Mohsin, Nuri and Sami. These are all important characters in the play, in the story that you have to remind. And the central character is Hamid, you know. The whole story it revolves around him, you know. So Hamid is not so rich, not richer than these people, you know. In her hovel, the unfortunate Amina sheds bitter tears, you know. It is Eid and she does not have even a handful of grain also, because the festival has come and some of the houses, neighborhood people, you know what they are doing? They are making some pudding rice also, delicious items, food items also, because this is the festive occasion going on. But when you go to Hamid's hovel, you know, nothing you will find out. The grandmother is still suffering, you know, and she is not so physically healthy so that she can go for work, you know, whatever she can earn, you know, she is trying to feed Hamid. Only her Abid were there, you know, it would have been a different kind of Eid, you know. But for grandmother, see, Eid festival, you know, it doesn't sound good. For poor people, you see all these festivals, Diwali, Holi, a lot of celebrations we have, but for poor people, it doesn't make any sense for them. Did you understand? For poor people, for poor children who are living in slum, your Holi, Diwali, these festive occasions, they don't make any sense actually. These are the festivals for great people. Okay, Diwali comes, then a lot of people you might have seen, they are celebrating with great pomp and so manner, because they have money. But you ask a poor child who is struggling on the way, on the street, crying out for help, begging over day and night. Then if you ask the importance of Holi and Diwali and Eid, then what the answer you get? And this is just like for Hamid, but still Hamid is optimistic, is very hopeful, living with his grandmother, and the grandmother assures him that one day your father and mother will come, and my dear child, you will become richer than these people, like Nuri, Sami and Mahmud and Mohsin. And next Eid festival, in your next Eid festival, you will get a lot of money. And Hamid, also understands it very well and doesn't hurt the sentiment of his grandmother. Hamid goes to his grandmother and says, "Granny, don't you fret over me. I will be the first to get back. Don't worry." And the grandmother also is getting worried, leaving the child alone to the festival, because grandmother cannot accompany him. So the child has to go with other parents, because the parents are not there. Hamid's parents are not there. So Hamid has to be accompanied by anyone else. So Amina, the grandmother, is getting worried a little bit. She is sad, other boys are going out with their fathers. She is the only father Hamid has actually. For Hamid now, grandmother is the grandmother also, and father and mother for Hamid also. Did you understand? In that family, Hamid and grandmother is living. Grandmother, both are living, So for Hamid, grandmother, she herself is Hamid's father also, Hamid's mother also, and grandmother also. Other boys are going out with their fathers. She is the only father Hamid has. How can she let him go to the fair all by himself? What if he gets lost in the crowd? No, she must not lose her precious little soul, How can he walk 3 miles? He doesn't have even a pair of shoes. He will get blistered on his feet. If she went alone, along with him, she could pick him up now and then, But then, who would be there to cook the vermicelli? If only she had the money, she could have bought the ingredients on the way back and quickly made the pudding, In the village, it would take her many hours to get everything. The only way out was to ask someone for them, Now she cannot actually go. She has to cook. She has to make vermicelli at home, and she has to arrange all the ingredients so that she has to stay back. Who? Amina, grandmother. So she is planning that anyone who can accompany Hamid, trying to look for that. The villagers live in one party with the boys in Hamid. They run on ahead of the elders and wait for them under a tree. Where do the oldies drag their feet, and Hamid is like one with wings on his feet. How could anyone think he would get tired, They reach the suburbs of the town. On both sides of the road are masons of the reach, enclosed all round by thick high walls. In the garden, mango and lychee trees are laden with fruit. So they are passing by garden, passing by well constructed buildings, the reach enclosed all around by thick masons of the reach, enclosed all around by the thick. And Hamid is running faster, with having no shoes on his feet, because the child is so excited to visit the fair, And the boy hurls a stone at a mango tree, because village children, that some naughtiness, you will find in them. The the gardener rushes out screaming abusers at them. By then the boys are furlongs out of his region. Before the gardener comes, they already have gone out of his reach, and roaring with laughter, what a silly ass, they ask, they make up the garden. Okay, all the jokes, all the children are poking fun, on the way, they're laughing, having a lot of enjoyment, merrymaking, while going to the fair, So today we'll stop here, and tomorrow the remaining story will complete, and now we have come up to which point we discuss about Hamid, and grandmother Amina, all the friend circle, how they are going to the fair, okay. And what happened to Hamid also, we know that, that father and mother both have gone dead, of Hamid, but still Hamid is expecting that one day father and mother will come, and grandmother was getting worried to send the child alone, so she is trying to find someone who can accompany the child also. Up to this we have read it, okay. So remaining story you read it at home, and tomorrow we'll discuss, because tomorrow I am going to discuss certain things with you, the middle portion of the story, and at the end you will be very much, it will strike your mind that what a child Hamid is actually, the way, the work he does, for his grandmother, love and deep, compassion he has shown towards her, towards his grandmother, that every child should do it, okay. And you will get to know also a very good thing also in the story, a moral in the story, that how to become a responsible one, okay. You have to become a responsible one like Hamid, because you are not responsible. Many are solely depending on parents, all of you are depending on parents, but few of you might be there are some children, though parents are helping them, but they try to work out their own, they work out on their own, independent work, okay. So thank you very much, dear students. Tomorrow the last portion that we will cover, thank you very much.